As a memoir, this is essentially a true story about Dave Pelzer's abusive childhood. The core premise of his book is that throughout the course of it, it shows the truth of child abuse and how Dave was able to survive even in the most grueling moments. One shocking moment from this book was that Dave's mother would lock him in a bathroom with a bucket of ammonia and bleach. This created an extremely dangerous gas that can kill you because the gases cause severe and permanent respiratory damage. The main character, who is the author himself, is Dave Pelzer. From the start, the primary challenge he faces is surviving the constant abuse from his mother. He is treated horrifically by his mother, and he has to rely on himself because he feels alone and has nobody to depend on. If I had to pick one defining trait for him, it would be resilience. This is because, even though he goes through countless days of abuse, he never gives up and keeps fighting to survive to get out of his house. To understand the author's voice, let's look at a short passage. On page 45 he writes, "I was no longer a boy, but a thing. I lived only to serve, to survive, and to hope that someday would end." What struck me here is that the author's use of tone and imagery, the phrase, "I was no longer a boy, only a thing," is very powerful and brings the reader in. It shows how deeply abuse stripped away his sense of identity and humanity because that was what was implemented by his mother into his life. This style of writing perfectly captures the memoir's central theme of survival through pain, because it shows how Dave's world is reduced to just getting through each day. The emotionless tone shows how numb abuse can make a person, and how dehumanized he felt as a child. It makes the reader feel heartbroken and shocked, and shows that child abuse doesn't just hurt physically but can ruin a person's sense of self. Dave's language in this book makes his suffering real and unforgettable to the reader. Moving on to my personal take. The theme that hit me the hardest was survival and inner strength. This book challenged my assumption that kids always have someone looking out for them. It showed me that sadly it's not always true. However, it reinforced my belief in how strong people can be even in the worst situations. Dave never gave up, and that's what I took away most from this book. Without giving away any spoilers, I can tell you that this journey is fundamentally about a kid holding on to hope and to find freedom without ever giving up. So for my final evaluation, I'm giving this book a 4.5 out of 5 stars. I would strongly recommend this memoir, but specifically to people who like real emotional stories about finding strength. If you are looking for a book that will make you feel a lot and even open your eyes, then definitely check this one out. This book shows how even in the darkest moments you can find strength, hope, and the will to keep going. This is a powerful story about survival, pain, and resilience. Thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments if you read it.